time
today's
for
shave
good stuff.
soap
What do you mean?
is I Gingerbread
Whoa!
Man.
Whoa! Oh, hey,
You
Matthew.
guys see that? What is that?
Yeah, it's me.
Barry?
Yeah,
Is that you?
it is I. Merry Christmas. Let's go, Q.
Okay. Okay, Q. I get it. I guess we're going to be paying visits to some people, huh? 12 days of this? Can you do something the way my belly feels every time you take me places? Man. Here we go. Howdy. Welcome back to A Texan Shaves. Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, 12 Days of Christmas, Day 3. Man. So, first off, my first 2 days I've done, I kind of realized I didn't discuss, I'm not used to doing a first impressions video, so I feel like there was a lot of silence in those. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm my worst critic when I go and edit and review these videos as I'm watching them back, and it doesn't feel like the normal me. Let me get my glasses on so I can see you. Oh, there y'all are. All right, so let's get on with it. Something else I want to do differently, but let's pop open door number 3, all right? Look at that lovely thing. You know, I wanted to make it look festive, so I got this garland. I didn't realize how much glitter was on this thing, and my bathroom is covered. My hands are covered when I move this in here. And I put it into my den, and just a trail of glitter and artificial pine needles between my bathroom to my den. I'm cleaning every day, but that's okay because I like this. Also got me a nice Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements ornament to hang right there as the centerpiece. Looking good. All right, door number 3. Man, I'm excited. I mean, I've been thinking about this all day. I just can't wait to get home, see what it is. Okay. This one I sort of know. I've never had my nose on it. So what I'm going to do different is I am going to smell this first before I read the card. I realized I was doing it backwards. Let's kind of, not that I have that kind of nose to pick things out, but maybe I can pick certain things out. But yeah, I know you just want me to show you what it is. So we're going to sit first. So we have, I think some of y'all are going to be excited, oubliette. I believe, if I remember correctly, because I wasn't wet shaving then, that this is from before PAA, but I may be wrong. After I do this video, I'm going to have to go look and I'll correct myself on the screen. But I've seen some shaves of the day with oubliette, and all right, let's get my nose on it. That was tight. All right, is there anything else in there? Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, that's nice. I'm a little stuffy too. Sorry, the weather's been crazy here. It was really, well, not really cold, but for me, I was kind of chilly all day. I didn't take a jacket to work, and now my nose is a bit stuffy. That is nice. It's a little sweet. Kind of cologne-y. I'm not going to give you any good descriptions because I'm just not good at that, but I do like this a lot, actually. Something slightly herbal, maybe. All right, let's read it. This is a long one. All right. Oubliette, a scent forged by community, grounded in mystery. Released in 2018, oubliette is more than just a fragrance. It is the embodiment of camaraderie crafted with the input and spirit of the OG HTGAM G+ community. Now that is How to Grow a Mustache. HTGAM. That's right. I remember it was in a tin and it had the How to Grow a Mustache logo on it when I saw the shave of the day. I was curious because I've always liked the word oubliette. Oubliette. I don't know what it is about that word. The scent was built brick by brick, or rather note by note, as members from across the world tested and gave feedback on 6 unique blends. What emerged from that super pass around was nothing short of magical. Tobacco, Brew Bronco, Bay, and Jasmine. This must be the jasmine I was smelling there. Combined to create a bold, masculine, and musky scent that's as groundbreaking as it is uplifting. Remember pass-arounds? Fun fact, the shave community was built on them. Methinks they ended when COVID showed up. That was in parentheses. So tobacco, I'm not sure what Brew Bronco is. I'm going to have to look that up. Bay and Jasmine, that sweetness I was getting from the tobacco, I'm almost positive, unless Brew Bronco has something to do with that. I'm not familiar with that at all. There's a complexity here hidden beneath its simplicity, much like the word it's named after, oubliette, derived from the French word to forget. An oubliette is a dungeon with only one way in and one way out through the top. It's a fitting name for a scent that invites you in with its rich, deep tobacco and resinous warmth, but keeps you lingering in the subtle floral undertones of bay and jasmine. There's something mysterious and captivating about it, a fragrance that doesn't reveal all its secrets at once. Oubliette feels like a festive forgotten relic, unearthed and brought back to life. Whether you are part of the original How to Grow a Mustache community or a current member of the PAA Facebook fan page, this is one you'll want to experience again and again. Bold, rich, and timeless, oubliette is the scent of something lost but never forgotten. May your razors stay steady, our soaps stay slick, and our friendships through the years grow richer with every shave. And Saint Nick. Cheers, Shave Cadets. Awesome. Thank you, Douglas. That is awesome. All right, yes. Oubliette, man. I'm going to put this back in here so I don't lose it. I remember seeing it. I never knew what the scent notes were, and I was always curious about it. I've been curious about all the old How to Grow a Mustache scents that I'm not familiar with or didn't carry over. All right, so I'm going to get prepared for the shave, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. I've got my lather loaded, and I'm using the Switchback 400 from PAA, and wonderful amount of lather there, more than enough I need. Also going to be using the beautiful Artifact razor today. I think both the Switchback with the red ring and the Artifact match that label quite well. Trying to be a little matchy-matchy when I can here. Guess what? Look what I remembered. Yes, remembered my towels, blades loaded, lathers made. Let's get the face wet and get the shave going. Man, that is really, really good. Definitely. So far, I've liked day 1, and now I've really liked day 3. So good. I enjoyed day 2. I just think that whiskey was really, really powerful. My daughter actually could smell me before I came into the living room. She said the whiskey in that one was strong. I enjoyed it, but I don't know if it's going to be something other people are going to be enjoy smelling before I walk into the room. So just know that. But it was delicious. Beautiful lather. Get some of this excess off. I made way too much. Wonderful. All right. So like I was saying, one thing I wasn't happy about, because I'm sitting here thinking about the scent the whole time, there was a lot of silence in the last video. So I'm going to talk about Christmas. And today I think the topic on Christmas is what was your favorite all-time Christmas gift? It could be something from back when you were a child. It could be something recent or in between. Who knows? So I'm shaving back to back. I'm a daily shaver anyway, but man, I've been getting some really, really good shaves. I don't have a whole lot. This is 24 hours, but it's not quite where I would normally want to shave it at. So here we go. So we may just do 2 passes on this one. Great razor. Such a beautiful razor too. I was hoping, I think I said this in a video before, I waited before I pulled the trigger on the Artifact because I was hoping the one with the case would come back, but I heard on a few good authority people that I trust and know some people that said the one in the case was not going to come back. So I went ahead and finally bought it, and I'm still very happy. I just kind of would like that case it came in. If anyone would like to part with that case, heck, razor included, let me know. We might can work something out. Probably man, this is wonderful. I can see why you still see this one in a lot of shaves of the day. This is wonderful. I hope this comes back. It didn't say it on the card, but I don't think this was a shave of Christmas past. I'm not sure if it was in an advent calendar or not. Somebody let me know. Remember, this is my first advent calendar, first experience with the advent calendar. Somebody let me know if it was before, but I would still consider it from the past since it was from How to Grow a Mustache days. Did it say it on the card? The other ones would tell you if it was future or past. It doesn't say either on either of those, so man, this would be a wonderful revisit, Douglas. I am definitely in love with this one. But Blue Moon Bay Rum, I want to shave with it, but I've got to do all these other shaves right now. I want to hit that one again, but you know, I could always wear the scent tomorrow in the morning. I might do that actually. All right. Man, I don't even have to hold the brush. This one has the perfect amount of scent. So my favorite, I guess all time, I have to think about it a little bit, but I was sitting here trying to think. But I know one that really still stands out to me. Just the feeling of joy that my parents did this for me, especially knowing we weren't poor at this time, but you know, we were making it. My dad had a good job. He had just got promoted. And for that Christmas, and this was one Christmas I was surprised, and I'll tell you some stories later about why I wasn't normally surprised. So I'll tell you some Christmas stories through these shaves. I had no idea I was getting this, but I received a Commodore 64 home computer with an MPS 801 Commodore printer and the 1541 disk drive. Some of you know all those numbers I'm talking about, and some of you are like, what is he saying? That was probably one of the best Christmas gifts I remember, at least in my youth. The subsequent years after receiving that computer, I proceeded to become a pirate and downloaded hundreds, or cracked actually, it wasn't download back then. You could download, I'll tell you that as well. I cracked and copied hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of software and then distributed. Didn't make any money off of it. That wasn't what I do. It was just back then, it was all for status. Me and some friends had a cracking, what we called a cracking company, but they were groups really, called Naked Disc Incorporated. And our logo was the magnetic disc that's inside a 5 1/4 floppy. And if you don't know what a 5 1/4 floppy is, look it up. It's an actual floppy. It wasn't the smaller 3.5 hard floppy disk. And I'm really dating myself with this story. And we would spend our weekends and summers getting hold of original copies of games and other software and cracking them so that they could be distributed freely. And then we would trade for other games that we either couldn't get a hold of or what have you. Now, when I mentioned about downloading, I was kind of on the internet before there was the internet. It was using a modem, and you would call up what was called a BBS, or bulletin board service. And you would speak to what's known as a SYSOP, SYSOP, system operator. Terms that aren't used nowadays. And you could trade games, but be prepared for about 6 to 8 hours for a 17K game. One way. Well, half that for a game going up to the SYSOP, and then for your game coming back because you were trading would be the other half of that time. So, and cross your fingers, your mom or your dad didn't pick up the phone to make a phone call during that time, or a phone call come in. Well, a phone call wouldn't come in unless you had call waiting, which was new back then. So, yeah, very interesting back in those days. The computer world, especially what little there was of cyberspace. Sorry, I left the freaking sync on through all that. My apologies, I hadn't done that in a while. All right, third pass. I said I was only going to do 2, but we're going to go ahead and do third. I'm enjoying this one too much. So that was it. Let me know down below one of your favorite all-time Christmas gifts. I'd really like to hear it. Tell me the story. Doug, this one's got to come back. This one is killer. I am so thankful that I was able to do this Advent calendar. I might think twice if Yule Ham shows up. No, like I said, I actually want to experience Yule Ham. If it doesn't show up, if someone has one, send me a sample. I doubt it'll show up back to back year from last year to this year, so. All right. Such a great razor. Very wonderful. Man, that's a great shave. All right, I'm going to get a rinse. Come back up and let's get the splash on. I think in one of my recent shaves I messed up my line there. I had to get that fixed. Took a little too much of the beard off. Ooh, nice. All right, I am looking forward to this. Oh, yeah. All right, those of you that got the calendar, let me know what you think of this one. Oh, beard hair. Well, I really did mess that line up. I wonder when I did that. Oh, that's good. Wow. That tobacco is really, really good in this. All right. Wow. Sorry, I can't stop. That is so wonderful. All right, guys. We're going to see you tomorrow for day 4. Find your peace in what and where you can. Have a happy, happy holidays. Hope everyone's getting your shopping done. We'll talk about that in another video. Find your peace in what and where you can. Did I say that already? We'll see you next time on It's X and Shaves. Goodbye.